Whoa. Every stroke you make contributes to existence. Whoa. I'm in this thing that strokes existence. And it's dependent upon the rest of existence. Look at this. Look how you sit around. What even is this? What even is this? And I know that's not a good way to say it, a good way to express, a good way to explain or change existence, but I'm sure you can just resonate with that simple question of what even is this? Anyways, last night, while I was asleep, a freaking baby, like, overpowering, overbearing, muscular baby, toddler, like entity, sharp teeth, pointy ears, green, a goblin, pretty much a goblin, like succubus type baby thing. It was just on top of me, and my direction had shifted. And this is something that happens a lot when the direction shifts. I was talking before about feeling like everything was slanted this direction, right? Like, like we're always looking that way. Which, from what angle are we looking at this from? Because I was laying down sideways, kind of like this, right? And then, why haven't I done this yet today? Yeah, so I was laying like this, right? Probably more like this, right? Curled up. And then the thing was on top of me. But I thought that I was like this, and it was on top of me. So pretty much you can just be deceived. You can just be deceived. But direction-wise. Well, I mean, not deceived, because there's no true direction or angle in which you're facing. You're facing. Oh. But yeah. It just shifts. It just shifts. Perception shifts. Angles shift. But now I'm thinking, see, I've started to do this thing where I think inside. I think without saying it. But yeah, you're up, down, that way, this way. Just visualize. Yeah, I will. I will send you energy right now. Where are you? I don't guess it doesn't really matter because I just went to where you were. And whoa, look at that ant. Look at that. What is it? Where is it? Oh, gee. It's not there anymore. It's not there anymore. Just like that storm. No, here's. See, it's so sunny here, and it's almost. It has this sedating effect. So that's what's happening to me right now. But anyways, I was laying there, and I just let it. I knew that I was in my room sleeping. I was like, okay, I'm in my room sleeping. I mean, I wasn't scared or anything. I was just like, okay, there's just this being on top of me, right? It's just on top of me, trying to do something, just something disappear. I was like, all right. There's something that's ingrained into our subconscious of just a dream being fake, being not real. So if you're out there, you know, in any situation, ever, any place, anytime, and it sucks, just think, this is just a dream. I'm sitting here staring at this kitty. This is just a dream. This is just a dream. There's not a kitty right here. There's not an actual human right here. There's not actual grass. I just don't like that. Thinking about actuality. Who's that? Ah, nobody. Because what's actual? What's actual? This freaky sleep paralysis being was. And when it comes to sleep paralysis, okay, yeah, sure, it can be, you could look at it as being a neurological disorder, whatever. See, that's another thing that's ingrained into our subconscious. Of not even just ingrained into our subconscious, whatever. Why do I even say that? why, why do I even say any of this? But why do we even come up with the phrases and the explanations that we have for our experience? Just because we've experienced that, and we could be explaining it any other way. So you could be explaining it as neurons, brain stems, blah, 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 or you could be saying spirits, demons, whatever. They're not separated. Neurology, psychology, spirituality, there's no difference between that. And that's not debunking either one. That's just saying that you can't debunk one of them. And if we were going to try to debunk one of them, I'd try to debunk the scientism version, because what they're doing is they're trying to debunk, or they're not trying to, I guess they are trying to. They're trying to say, this is not a demon attacking you. This is not spiritual warfare. This is just you dreaming. See? Just you dreaming. And that brings you into another place. That brings you into a place of seeming to be okay with it, since it's just a dream. Now, what if we were to flip that around and say that you're always dreaming. Always. You're always dreaming. It's not different states of consciousness. REM sleep, theta, delta, whatever, hypnagogia, that this is happening. It's not hypnagogia. It's all just the mind wandering. It's all just the mind wandering through different realms and different dimensions. That is what is happening. And different explanations. Because ultimately, that's what's happening, is believing in the explanations, turning it into reality. So within the dream, we seek the happy dream, but it's still a dream, yet the happy dream leads to waking up. Yeah? Yeah, sure. Waking up. The days are really, that's what separates the days, is the night, is sleeping, is that state of consciousness we go into. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not a happy dream based on circumstances, but changing your mind or your perception of the dream. Yeah, by saying, oh, that's just a dream, or by saying, yeah, because when you say just a dream, it's like it's nothing, right? It's like it's not actually happening. It's not actually happening. Because this isn't real. I don't have to go to school because it's not real. It's an institution. I don't have to follow your rules of your game or your government because it's not real. You made it up. But it's like that for everything. It's like that for absolutely everything. Everything is made up. Nothing is real. That's what real is. Real is made up. Yeah, real is made up. That's what it is. That's what reality is. That's what something being real is made up. I finish it. Oh. So I don't have much information about these yeah, and what's made up is just is imagination, is visualization, is that sort of creative capacity in the mind, um, to imagine things, live it out, and create it. What is real or true is based on what can never change or be destroyed. Ah. What is real or true is based on what can never change or be destroyed. True consistency is beyond form. Yeah, it's consistent. It's the formlessness is consistent. It's consistently ever changing, ever going in, ever going out, ever expanding, contracting, being you, being me, being awake, being asleep, being a dream, being nice, being mean, being however it is that you may seem. Being a vibration. So if it can't be changed or destroyed, it's not true. That's what you're saying? What can't be changed or destroyed? Because everything is constantly being changed and being destroyed. As we look around, as we look around us. Light is coming in, transforming our perceptions. And microbes are being destroyed. As I move my mouth up and down, I'm killing things. So what is true never changed, but it does extend or expand. Oh. Expansion doesn't change, it extends. So what is true never changed, but it does extend or expand. Yeah, expansion doesn't, yes. That is a good one. That is a realization that I had. Like, it's not, everything's not growing, because I was thinking, how can energy not be, how is things not created? Things aren't created. They're just expanding. It's all the same energy expanding. That's quite wild. That is quite wild. So the energy is just expanding. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's not transforming. And so that's the only thing that is true is expansion. That's hard to comprehend, hard to wrap. Expansion is having a difficult time wrapping its mind around itself right now. Anyways. Do you know anything about these these beings, these sleep paralysis beings, they definitely come from the collective consciousness, from the which is sort of the same as the astral world of forms. You know, goblins, fairies, what have you, demons, angels, aliens, everything that exists right here, right now. It's all of that, all of that exists there, and we have access to it. We have, well, there are lower frequency, there are lower frequency beings or entities that feed or are called into being by fear. Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, they're representations of the feeling. I was going to say emotion, but of the feeling of fear. And it has a representation. It's like we're calling it fear, but it has another symbol. And that symbol is ancient, ingrained into our DNA and our psyche and our soul, really, because both of those are conjoined into being the same mechanism. So when we have fear, there's that symbol of this being that manifests itself whenever we feel that way. Just how a word manifests itself when you feel a certain way. Like you're feeling gross, you know? Like I was feeling gross, and so I say, "Oh, gross." That word manifests itself. That word that word is in the astral, and it attaches onto us because we're already functioning from that mechanism of words, of language. So it attaches onto us. Just how a word does. And it, I mean, whatever entity, being, idea, dream figure it may be, because all the dream figures are representations of what's going on, of your perception of how you're feeling about stuff and things. Separation is based on the belief of being alone, separate, and weak. Okay, yeah. Or is weakness based on feeling separate, and weakness based on feeling separate? Feeling whole, feeling one, feeling exactly how it actually is, sometimes is a bit intense. It's a bit intense. And that's I guess that could be why we feel separate a lot of times. I was saying that is the symbol of fear at its base. Okay. Perfect. You are only in fear when you believe you are separate. Okay. When you are separate, when you believe that the entity, right, when you believe that it, ah, when you believe that whatever it is that attacking you is not you. And that goes straight into the theme of it being just a dream. All right. It's just a dream. Perfect. And by knowing that it's just a dream, it's knowing that it's just in your head, just up here. But whenever you can look at everything, look at the entire room, all of it, all of it, all of it, and know that it is you. Know that it's you. Energy just spinning, 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 expanding and transforming. Not that transforming is expanding, but as it's expanding, it's transforming. But when it's just in your head, when it's all is a dream, you can feel comforting. That's why there's all these spiritual teachers out here talking about being one with everything. There's something about that to the being, to the human, that is comforted by that. It's just a super comforting feeling to be one. To be one. Because you know deep down that's what it is, and it's like, oh, it's being cradled. Those words are like being cradled by your mother at your baby. Not, and then you can latch on to your mother's nipple and suck them and and take the milk in, because you're still part of that system. You were over there, you hit your head, now you're crying, you're a baby, but then you come back and you you feel good because you're one, you're all of it, you're everything. To not be alone is comforting. LOL. I don't know. With the breastfeeding, you lost me. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. So do you understand my analogy here? It's, yeah, we don't want to be alone. We don't want to be separate. As much as we do want to be separate, want to be our own individuals, want to do our own thing, it's mainly because we want to function with everything else. But there's that. I don't know about that one, because all of that I just said is very true. That last part about whatever it is, yes, I get it. We are terrified of being alone because we know it means we are weak, and then we condemn ourselves for it. Yeah, I guess. We're just stronger when we're together. The human is stronger when it's together. The heart is stronger when it has the lungs, or the body is stronger when it has the lungs, when it has the heart, when it has the eyes, when it has the nose, when it has the mouth, when it has all of that. But whenever you're alone, whenever you feel alone, like there's nothing else out there, I don't know, I don't know what to say about that because I never feel that way. I do feel separated and condemned into this body, this one being, but I just recognize that it's also part of everything else. You know, does it, does that bring fear? Does that bring worry? Does that bring angst? Who knows? Who knows what it brings? It's all here again, gone tomorrow. Here again while we're sleeping, gone when we wake up. Temporary. All right. Peace. Or oneness. Namaste.